This video is going to show you how to legally defer all taxes when selling real estate using a 1031 exchange.
So that's why we say don't let your clients cash out of real estate. Instead, just help them exchange into something else. Because eventually when they do pass away, all of those taxes that they deferred all their life is completely forgiven. So exchange, exchange, exchange until you die. Yes, we call it swap until you drop. Very cool. So if your clients ask you what's the best way to avoid paying taxes, tell them to what?
Swap until you drop.
Tell them to die. Tell everybody, die. Your kids will be wonderful. They'll be happy. So that's the answer. So 1031 is a very powerful wealth building tool because of that, right? But let's talk about some things within 1031. This is going to be addressing some of the questions that you had. What was your name?
Corey.
Corey. Yeah, so there's this term called like kind in a 1031 exchange, right? Who here, by a show of hands, who here has never been to a 1031 exchange class before? A couple of you. How many? Keep your hands up. Same people, keep your hands up. How have you not been involved in an exchange before also? What's your name?
Bailey.
Bailey. Okay, Bailey, you've never been involved in an exchange before?
No.
Okay. You've never been to a class before? 1031 class.
I don't think so.
Perfect. So have you heard this term like kind?
Yes.
Okay, in a 1031 exchange, it says that you can sell a property, buy a property, but those two properties that are involved in that exchange, Bailey, they both have to be like kind with one another in order to defer the tax from that transaction. So Bailey, let's say you own 5 acres of land, nothing on it, just a building lot,
Okay.
right? And you want to sell that, and you'd like to buy this big commercial building. Would you say that those two things are like kind?
No.
Okay, high five. You're 100% wrong. Thank you for playing. Yeah, I was tricking you. Yes, yes, yes. So the way you answered is total common sense, right? If I was not in the industry, I would answer that way too, because I'm a visual person, right? If you tell me it has to be like kind, I'm selling land, then I think I have to buy land. A rental house, I have to buy what? Rental house, commercial for commercial, so on and so forth. Not the case. All real estate is like kind with all real estate. That is awesome. That is awesome. That
An
means
odd way to word it, like kind of.
I know. I know it is. It is.
I have a question then.
Sure.
What about a primary then?
We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
We'll get in right after this like kind of stuff. We're going to totally get into that. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you downgrade ever, essentially.
What do you mean?
So if
Anything
anything is
equal
like,
or more valuable.
Yeah, so to buy in a 1031 exchange, if you want to defer all tax, and by the way, those basic rules are in here also, if you don't want to pay any tax, you have to buy and sell for equal or greater value, right? So if you sell the land for $500,000, you have to go out and buy something else or multiple properties equal or greater to the $500,000. If you don't want to pay any tax, you can buy down, you'll just pay tax on the difference. Right, so you still defer some tax, you'll just pay some tax.
Thank you so much for watching. So that I know what types of videos you want to see in the future, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like if you thought it was helpful, and drop a comment.